Hi everybody, Rob McKenzie here. Went for a little wander. The original wood I was going to go to today, didn't like the looks of the signage there, so I come out to this other one, Monk's Wood. There's a curious sign at the front door as well, but it seemed to suggest it was only shut last weekend and not this weekend. So, take a chance, I guess. Make it so difficult to wander the woods in this country, or at least parts of it anyways. Around Cambridgeshire, most of our woodlands around here are all uber protected and whatnot. They don't seem to be as open as they are in other parts of the country. But, go for a wander. So I've got the new rucksack on. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Carries very well. Got a fair bit of stuff in it. Pretty impressed so far with it. Well, I've just been walking a few minutes, trying to get it adjusted and everything still. Turn the camera around and show you the track I'm dealing with here. Glad I brought my wellies instead of my walking boots. Hang on a sec. So that's where I've come from. It's a bit like the bushcraft show, really. And we've got this mucky mess here. Whoa. That is well deep. And since Dave, our colonial shrimp chimp, was bitching and moaning he didn't get to see my camo boots very well. There you are, mate. Look at them. Feast your eyes. Stuck in the end of those beautiful gams of mine. Hey, there's one. Hang on. I'll show you the other one. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Hey, check out that leg shot. There you go, Dave. Look at that. Beautiful. 15 quid from Tesco. Saved me last weekend when we were out at Church Farm. Completely came away, left me boots, and it was muddy as hell. Tell you what, this mud is sucking the boots right off my feet. So I've been to this wood once before. There's a video of it, I think, put up last year. Myself and at least one of my kids. Might have been two. Ooh, hello, hello. What do we got over here? We'll get a better angle on that. Don't know how well that's coming out on the camera. That is a fairly big fungus growing on this tree. And there's another one up there which you probably can't see because I think the camera's getting done over with the sunlight. Nice little area in here though. It's a bit damp. I don't know what it'd be like to try and camp out here if you wanted to. It's pretty close to a path, so I suspect there's a fair number of dog walkers that come through here. Assuming it's not actually shut. And I'm violating something. Anyways, we'll press on. Right, not much else right now. I'm just going to have a wander through here, see what I find. And I'll bring you back if there's anything interesting. Said I'd bring you back if I saw anything weird and interesting. Very strange coloring on these trees. It's like they're rusting. I don't think I've ever seen this kind of an orange on here. Maybe they're ginger trees. Bruce, you have any idea what these are? Are these part of your family then? Seen a couple of these trees now. Very strange. Strange indeed. I guess it's a moss that's gone orange or something. There's some spag moss at the bottom there, but yeah, strange color. All right, smack in the middle of this woodland is this large open area. I was here before. I didn't explore quite far enough. The wind's picking up a little bit, so sorry if it gets a bit loud. I need to work out some kind of a mic sock or something for the mic on this camera. That's it. 360. Yeah. There's a very red looking tree over there, kind of like one of our ginger ones I showed you earlier. Let's see if I can zoom in. Where is it? The state of that thing. Pressing on, fetch you back later. It's a fair decent sized wood, this one. I'll put a link to something. I think there's a forestry site or something. Links to this wood. But I'll put it on there. It's quite a large wood, anyways. Another open field in there. Bit of a water dam situation going on here from the look of it. Water's about half a foot higher on the other side than below. So I'm guessing whatever drain there might be down there is probably all plugged up. One of the little puddles of water in the field I went around, there was tadpoles in it. An awful lot of little tadpoles swimming about. Yeah. What's that? It's a trailer over here. There, a water trailer? Yeah. It's like a water butt. Livestock grazing area. So that'd be where the water's for then. Fill up the water trough, I suppose. So one thing I did notice with this bag, it's awfully noisy. I don't know if you'll be able to hear. That's all the zippers. They're the zips themselves on the bag. I'll do some close-ups and I'll do a bit better review of it after I've had it a while. Oops, sorry. But the zips on the bag seem to be quite heavy duty. I don't recall seeing any YKK on them. I'm guessing they're a rip-off YKK. But they the pulls themselves, the zipper pulls themselves, are real thin. flimsy, metal. So as a result, when they knock together, it's quite a high-pitch clinking that it does. So I think what I'm going to do to remedy that is I've got some heat shrink at home. I think I'm just going to put some heat shrink around them, around the entire pole, and seal it up. And then that way, hopefully, it'll reduce, if not even eliminate, the clinking that all the zips make. And there's a load of zips on this bag. I think every zipper is a two-way pull, so that's 2 zips for everything. But yeah, so far it's been carrying good, very well. I think, I don't know what's in it. I loaded it up with a bunch of stuff just to try it. Got a tarp, the 3x3, not the DD one. It's another one that I got from Sports Direct for 28 pounds, 26 pounds I think it was. Yeah, I'll switch hands here. Whoa, there we go. And adjust this. Yeah, so it's from Sports Direct. I think it was 26 pounds after the sale and discounts and all that kind of nonsense. So I brought that out. They were calling for some rain. Don't know whether I'll set it up, but anyways, I was loading it up basically just to fill the bag, see how it carries. And so yeah, there's that. There's a liter of water, cooking pot, my Chinese knockoff bushcraft stove thing, wood burner. Another mucky crossroads here. Ugh. That splashed. Which way? Down that track takes us farther away from the entrance. Yeah, so what else is in the bag? Tarp, some bunch of cordage, mostly for the tarp, but for whatever. Got my axe in there. My knife is on my hip. First aid kit. All sorts. Quite a lot of stuff actually. I need to reorganize it. But like I said, I was just basically chucking things that I thought might be of use on a 1 or 2 day pack. There's also a couple of wet meals in there. MREs. Stuff like that. Just to load it up. There's probably, I don't know, 10 kilos? Maybe 8? I don't know. I should have weighed it. Maybe when I go home I'll give it a weigh and see. It's probably between 8 and 10 kilos. But I don't even really notice it on there. It carries quite well. Needs a bit more adjustment I think. But all in all it's pretty good. And for 20 quid, you know, even if it was only sort of basically half decent, it'd still be a useful bag for stuff. Give it to the kids maybe. Actually the oldest one's got scout camp coming up, and it might be about the right size for her to take away to that. I'll have to compare it to her rucksack that I got her. This one might be a little bit bigger, might be better for her. So we'll see. And it's got the removable response pack, so that gives her a little carry bag to put a few bits and pieces in, and water and whatnot when they go for their hikes and stuff. So we'll see. So I've been turn the camera around here. I've been following along this fence line. They've got this large deer exclusion zone. Quite a large area actually. A big exclusion zone to keep the deer out. I don't know how well it'll do though, because deer can jump pretty good, and that's only a 6-foot fence. So either they've got some wussy ass deer in this park, or I don't know, something. this trail here, which goes down along the exclusion zone. Oop, there we go. That brings me back out to the trail that I was on before. See if we can read this sign here. Bit muddy. Yeah. Moldy, actually. I really don't want the wildlife eating the fauna. Flora. Fauna's the animals, isn't it? God, see what happens? I don't get enough coffee in me and I go dumber than usual. Yeah. I hear all the comments out there. Shut it, you lot. Right, I'll bring it back in a bit. Got a bit of a hill here to climb from the look of it. I have no idea which direction it's taking me in here, so we'll see. We'll bring it back. So, here I am, up on this deer stand. 10, 12 feet up maybe. Pretty good view. That's the track I came up. Reasonably steep hill, pretty slippery though. And pan around here. That's where I gotta go, I guess. Either that or back down the trail. Anyways, I'm gonna sit here for a little while, see what I can spot, sit nice and quiet like, and see what I can spot, and maybe make something to eat. I got this jacket off though, I'm absolutely dying here. I've got the Ridgeline smock on again. It's definitely warmer today than it was last weekend when I had it out, but I'm still very wet. It doesn't breathe as well as I think it probably should do. Oh well, we'll see how we get on. Anyways, I'll bring you back in a little while if there's anything interesting. So, just had a nice little sit down, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes. You can see the deer stand that I was sitting in. I'm all fed up now. I had a Mexican spicy tuna MRE. Let's take a couple of pictures into the video here so you can see. I didn't heat it up. I was going to fire up the stove, the little stove, and heat it up, but too much of a faff really. Sitting up on the deer stand, it was just nice sitting there, and it was actually very lovely cold. So if you get the opportunity to have one, it's very nice. Like I said, I'll put the pictures in. I reckon if you had a big old bat or roll or something, it'd be lovely in that. It was quite a thick meal, so something you could put into bread very easily, I think. While I was sat there looking over the bag that I bought, the new rucksack, noticed a few things I didn't like about it, but they were quickly negated because I discovered that because it was relatively cheaply made, that's actually a good thing. And so there's a few mods that I need to do to it. few mods that I need to do, and as a result of a very cheap construction, they've actually made it very nice and easy to mod. The waist belt is one of them. The waist belt itself is not actually sewn into the bag, as most bags are. It's got a, I think it's called a ladder buckle, you know, where you loop the material through a couple of different directions, and then it just pulls tight on itself. They've actually got those sewn on to the bag. So, as with most of these bags, the waist belt is never long enough. Unless you're some little skinny mini. You probably can't carry the bag anyways. You can just simply get more of the 2.5 inch webbing, completely remove the old one, and stick on as long as you like. The buckles are standard kind of buckles, so you can pull them right off the webbing. And then you can just completely disconnect the webbing from the bag because of these other buckles. So, cheaply made, but actually better than some of the more expensive ones. If you want to mod those, you've got to cut something. So, well done to the cheap Chinese factory that made these. So, the things I hated, I'm starting to love now, even more. But anyways, I'll do a review on that after. I hate those videos where they unbox something, praise how amazing it is, and the only thing they've done is open the box. What's the point? Oh well, anyways. Absolutely gagging for a coffee. I might have to make one when I get back to the car. So I left me cup there, as I said. Ah, dear. Turn the camera around so you can see the nature. It's quite a dense wood in here. They've got these nice trails, these rides or bridleways, or I don't know, whatever they call them here, which is nice. But if you want to go off-piste, it's a little bit rugged in there. A lot of deadfall. They don't maintain it at all, which I suppose is the intent. It's supposed to be somewhat of a nature reserve, I guess, here, or it is a nature reserve. Well, this could be fun. I need to go down here. Look at the state of that. Brings back memories. Bushcraft show. But I didn't have wellies on. Yep, this is some thick mud. Oh, that was nice. Splashed right up my pant leg. You can hear the squelching. I point the camera down, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to cover it in mud. I'm going to keep it up the end of the stick where it's safe. So, straight down there, way down there, there's a crossroads. That's where I'd come to before, a previous video clip. Oh, Struth. So, down that way is mostly known. This way, not so much known. I think I'm going to go back this way though. It's a fair old walk back to the car. So I'll go this way, and it is quite muddy. Very gray and overcast today. They're calling for rain. It's quite warm actually. About 10 degrees, something like that. Oh, this old thing. It's been around a little while, well gnarled up. Yeah. Alright, I'll bring you back after and see if I see anything more interesting. I haven't seen any animals at all. other than the birds, but no rabbits. I don't think I've heard any. Absolutely nothing. Kind of disappointing. It would have been nice to see something.